Hi guys, welcome to another edition of the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. If you find any of today's information helpful, don't forget to smash that lovely like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting the video out to more people. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button. I really do appreciate everyone who has. And if you want to be a hero, hit that bell notification. You'll be notified whenever a new video gets uploaded. Now, if you haven't signed up for a free trading platform, there will be links down below to 3 separate trading apps. One that I found just for oil tanker stocks, and also MGM, but it has more US stocks on than any other trading platform that's available in the UK and Australia. Now, on with the show. Right, so Aurora Cannabis. This is quite a roller coaster. Now, I bought it when it was $5 a share. I said how Tilray and a couple of others were better, and tell the truth, this is another NAT. The hype took over. It did a reverse split to stay on the stock exchange. The reverse split sent it to $10, and people thought it was the earnings and jumped on the bandwagon, and went all the way up to $19. Well, $19 and some change. I sold at $19. If it comes back down to $10, I may go back in, but to tell the truth, I don't think it's worth anything other than a small position. I still think the others are a better company. I think a better one would be sorry about this. I think a better one is AbbVie, which I was surprised at, because but I only found it when I went through all the background of it. There's a difference between my analysis. I do what's called a first tier analysis, which is looking at the basics of a company, and then I do what's called a deep dive analysis. And it was with the deep dive I found out the issues with VTIQ's merger of Nikola. There are still people around today who still think this is going to be the future, but if you've seen my video, you know my reasonings behind it. How instantly shareholders are going to get diluted, and even then they're only going to get 22% of Nikola. So anyway, with AbbVie, AbbVie is more than just a cannabis company, so they're diversified, and their financials make them the best company that's invested in cannabis. I mentioned in the previous video another company, which is a tobacco company that's invested in cannabis company, but it's not as good as AbbVie. The problem with AbbVie is its PE ratio. That has come down because of what's happened recently. It's been dropping down the past couple of days. How Moderna and Gilead have done so well, but it pays a 5% dividend and it has a PE ratio of 16. So I would definitely look into this and consider this. Now, we have a few others, and I'm trying to get through these as quick as possible. We have automatic data processing. I touched on this yesterday. I've just bought some, and I don't usually buy until I've released this video, but the thing is, it has actually gone down since I bought it, so I don't consider that a breach of my usual fee. It has a high PE ratio, as a low dividend, and the problem is no one else comes close to doing what they're doing. They are the biggest company. The second biggest company is more like Etsy compared to Amazon, or eBay at their lows compared to Amazon now. And the thing is, the analysts are saying that, oh well, now they're not wanted so much, they're not used so much because of the situation, but I think they will be used more now because of the situation. Most companies have got people on leave, including HR, and they're asking the current HR people who aren't on leave to pick up the slack. Now, what happens if the whole HR department have gone sick? They have to outsource it to someone like ADP. You know, I mean, there was talk of the government doing something like that, but I don't know what came of that. We go to someone you all know, Square. This is because this has come down recently because you had Moderna's outlook. Now, what has happened is this is the people think once people go back to work that this won't be needed anymore, but I think this is something like Zoom where it will still be used. Sorry, I'm rushing through. I'm trying to get as much done as possible. Etsy, again, it's gone down recently because it's they think people are going back to work, but a government report in America has said 45% of the people made unemployed will not be taken back again. And the other thing is that those are the ones who are given the opportunity to go back. What happens here when people are made unemployed? They try to make money any other way, and Etsy has doubled their stores online because, as I said before, they're cheaper than Shopify, and so people are going for the cheaper option. And you've seen how high Shopify's valuation is, and it's just overvalued. And Shopify has become like Tesla. People won't hear a bad word against it, but Etsy, in my opinion, is just like Shopify. It's just a lot cheaper. You have people who are going to go for Etsy, and even after they go back to work, that they will have been making so much money, they will still stay with it. And then you might have the ones who are offered to go back to work, and because they're making so much money with Etsy, they may stay on unemployment. You then may get the ones who are like with Square and Zoom, where they're told they can go back to work or they can work from home, and they may opt to work from home because they have an Etsy account or a Shopify account. But whatever the reason, I think Etsy will do well. Now, I mentioned Zoom again. Yeah, we've got Zoom. Now, I think Zoom can be a $200 stock. The problem we have is at the moment it's going up and down, and I think give it a couple of days. If it hits 150, I'll pick it up. But again, people are thinking you go back to work, you're not going to use it. But you've got to remember, Zoom is a subscription base. People were using it in the office way before, and I think a lot of people have seen how useful it is. They don't want a lot of the usual video conferencing, And with air travel the way it is now, people are not only seeing how they don't want to get on a plane to go to a meeting, they're also seeing how much cheaper it is to do this. And I just see a big future for this. Anyway, if you enjoyed any of today's content, don't forget to hit that like and share button. If you're looking for a free trading platform to buy any of the shares, you'll see it in the description below. For the person who asked me about what I use to record these on, you can just use the basic smartphone. You don't need any specialized kit, but I've tagged it in down below. For the person who asked me about what books I use to learn about finance, again I tagged it down below. I put the links to Amazon because if you have an Audible account, then you can get it for free. It's as simple as that. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.